shortcuts. Midas Fame, yeah.
No shortcuts. I'm here to give you motivation and a little bit of inspiration. No shortcuts. Me and the boss ain't easy. Every day somebody needs me. It's no shortcuts. I wake up stretched, say a prayer, coffee and then some fresh air. Time to get it poppin'. I got a fresh 24. Hopefully I'm blessed with plenty more. Meanwhile, I'm thankful for the fire on the inside burning. I keep earning as the world keeps turning. The thing about life is you never stop learning. Hoping everybody Maxwell, Vernon. You make a plan, then you stick to it. Even in tough times, get through it. So get to it. And make sure your family's straight. We going worldwide, you understanding me, mate? Providing a platform where like minds can meet. Closed mouths don't get fed, want everybody to eat. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Tuesdays at noon, let's all get rich. It's no shortcuts.
Tell a friend to tell a friend about the No Shortcut Show.
Yeah. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen out there in internet land, whether you be joining us on Facebook, whether you be joining us on YouTube, whether you be joining us on Twitch or catching a replay on Apple Music or Spotify. We would like to welcome you to another installment of the No Shortcut Show with Midas Fame. Famous got us in the club. yeah. Y'all come on in and say hello, say hi. Let us know where you are chiming in, where you're watching us from. We like to know how far our reach is extending. Famous, you got us in the club, man.
Yeah, man.
We get tested that volume about. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute. You know, it's been a couple of weeks, right, since we last reconvened.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
A couple of
things have changed. Things have changed, so we're trying to work out the newness of what we're doing now. You know.
Yes. So we're still, ladies and gentlemen, we're still figuring out little tweaks and things as far as us broadcasting live within our No Shortcuts community, as well as, you know, our other platforms that are associated with this broadcast, you know. But a couple of weeks ago, we had to have a cancellation because I had some gentlemen coming over to replace some cabinets, and I knew when they were going to schedule it, they're going to schedule it on a Tuesday. I already knew. That's just how things work. And last week, Famous is letting us know, you know, you got to be careful mowing your grass and doing your yard work out here now that the weather's warm.
Yeah, man. I dug too deep. Dug too deep trying to reassign a rose bush and hit my internet cable. So. But we're back. We are back.
We are back. We back like we left something, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to share this live broadcast as we are getting started here, going through our preliminaries and our intro. Feel free to share this on your own homepage, your own news feed, and invite a few friends to join us live. And if you're watching the replay, we would like to thank you so much for joining us today, May 21st, Tuesday,
for sure,
2024. And we have a few exciting things coming up for you guys today, and we're almost at the midpoint of the year, so we wanted to just dedicate today's program more so for like some check-ins and updates and see what's been going on with you guys, with your business, with life things, what have you. You know, like I said, we're reaching the midpoint, and this is a good time to reflect upon whatever goals you have you are trying to accomplish for yourself. See where you are for the remainder of the year. And time goes by fast. That's one thing I will definitely say. Time flies.
Yeah, man, it definitely does. I'm in the final leg of the spring season, man. I have about 3 or 4 weeks left of crazy time, and then we take about a month off and then do it again. But it's been wild. It's been wild, man, all over North and South Carolina the past few weeks, and squoze in some vacations in between while I'm traveling. But
squoze in. Man. It's again, you know, with this with this entertainment industry, again, it like with any industry, when the weather gets warm, activity increases. And even myself, man, last week, I had 5 jobs within a span of 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to James. We talking about taking a nap. I took a nap Sunday afternoon after church before my gig Sunday
Mm-hmm.
night. I had to squeeze a nap in, man, and still felt
Yeah.
like I was on fumes, in and out of town, some stuff local, but at the end of the day, all things that we needed to do, all those were met. And we're just glad to be here again, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate
Yeah.
you guys, and let us know what you're having for lunch, because this is the lunch hour. If whether you're on the East Coast or you're all the way on the West Coast, it's the breakfast hour. But and shout out to our international following in the UK and those in Japan and wherever else you may be chiming in from. Thank you guys for joining us today. Hey guys, make sure you say hello as you come in, so we know who's with us today. We know we took some time off,
Yeah.
but we
Juan
back. We back. We back.
Juan said he's
What's good,
having
man?
water for lunch. You gotta have
Water
something
for
better
lunch.
than
On that
water for
liquid
lunch, man.
diet.
It's on that liquid diet.
Yeah, yeah.
I
With
was
a
just telling,
with a side of mustache.
yeah, I was just telling Midas I made that quick
Hmm.
Walmart trip before we started the show. I was just getting back from Walmart, but on my way home, I made a little stop at Sonic.
Uh
So it's gonna be a Sonic burger
huh.
situation in just a few minutes here.
Yeah,
Once I get off this screen, y'all ain't gonna see me
yeah,
eat
man. Hey, you can't. Yeah, you, you can't beat a good Sonic burger, man.
it.
Hey, shout out to Sonic, man. We'll review paperwork for a sponsorship. Not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah. But it's been busy, man. It's
Yeah,
been busy
yeah, yeah.
time. Things have been going
Oh, for sure,
well
for
on
sure.
all the fronts. We're gonna have a few people on to talk about what they've been up to, but we've been um we've been working. We've been working. The podcast is going well for
That's it.
Juan, the travel people
Okay.
pod, and he's gonna come on and talk about that as well,
Hmm.
and some other things we've been up to with the crate hackers. We had a live stream last night with crate hackers doing what they call Scratchamania. Did you see that?
Oh, Aaron and those guys, right?
Yeah,
Not,
yeah.
oh, you did you hit something? Do it. Do it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. One more time.
No, I was wondering if you saw it, if you
Are you,
saw
I
the
thought you was
post,
doing
or
some
if you.
scratches.
Oh no, I'm not doing any scratches.
I thought you were reaching over doing live scratches.
No.
Nah, I missed it, man. I missed it. I missed it. But
Yeah, it
that's
was cool.
Aaron and Dom and those guys, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
had
Shout out to them,
it was a
man.
whole big, it's a 3 day workshop for DJs that want to learn and get better at their scratching techniques, basically. So they had
Uh huh.
most of the guys that are actually doing the seminars each night are like world champion, like DMC world champion scratchers and stuff like that.
Oh,
So it's pretty cool. It's going on
yeah, yeah.
for 2 more nights, and it's been a lot of
Okay.
fun. Been a lot of fun, and then it's just been wedding
Yeah, I could
season,
imagine.
man.
Yeah, a lot of weddings, man. It's that time of
Yeah,
year. You've been in and out of town too, huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
Everywhere
and
from
again, ladies and gentlemen.
Charleston to Beaufort, South Carolina this past weekend,
Uh,
Beaufort, North Carolina a couple weeks ago, Beaufort to Beaufort, spelled the same, but it's pronounced differently.
yeah, yeah. Same smell the same. Yeah,
Yeah,
tomato, tomato.
yeah,
You
Charles,
know.
all over the
Yeah,
place,
and
all
I
over the
just know.
place.
Yeah, and we have cicadas in my area, man. Right now, do you have any in your area?
Yeah, yeah, they
I'm
out here.
ready. I'm
They
ready
out
for
here.
them. You about ready for them to move on to the next thing?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm ready for them to move on
I'll
to the
see
next
them in
thing. A couple
17
couple of
more
weekends ago,
years.
I was in. Yeah, hopefully. But a couple of weekends ago, I was out of town. I actually at Virginia Beach, man, and forgot about all of the cicadas and the noise and everything. And when I got
Mm,
back, from the trip and the show, I was like, oh man, I forgot these cicadas are still here.
yeah.
And they'll land on you if you're not careful.
Hmm.
Yeah, they'll land
Yeah.
on you. So guys, be careful out there. And some people eat the cicadas. I heard
Oh no,
like a delicacy or something.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. I'm
yeah,
not rolling.
yeah. That's what I'm dead serious. Some people eat them.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
not
just
rolling
gonna,
with that.
I haven't been that hungry yet. I can't go for that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what's up? You want? Can we start with you for a midpoint of the year check in?
Yeah, man. Tell me. Ask me.
Oh, okay. Well, like when we first, well, not when we first started this platform, but of course, um, our whole goal is to help others along and to help ourselves along as far as our entrepreneurial spirit and our businesses and things. Our gifts are
Hmm.
concerned. So we at the top of the year we had stressed the importance of setting goals. And then of
Yeah.
course you want to revisit those a few times during the
Yeah.
year, just to see, check on productivity and maybe things that are going well, maybe some things that you tweaked a little bit. So
Hmm.
like I said, with June fastly approaching, and June being the 6th month out of 12, we figured
Yeah.
we'd dedicate and devote today's program just more so for some check-ins and updates. And we do have some guests we're going to bring on from our
Hmm.
community as well, ladies and gentlemen. But I figured we start right here with the
Yeah.
faces on the screen. So yeah, just give us
Yeah,
a
for
little
sure.
rundown, Faye.
Yeah, almost at that halfway point, man. I think, just talking about that entrepreneurial spirit and, helping others, I think one of my goals was definitely to bring on, some more DJs to work with me and to kind of help cultivate. Because,
Mhm.
there's a lot that might be in the position that I was in a few years ago where I was having a hard time getting my own bookings. I had to, I did some work for a company
Yeah.
out in Asheville, all that, and then the stuff I was able to get on my own
Mhm.
was a little bit more limited, based on demographics, and I wasn't known yet. No one knew me here yet in these areas, and
Yeah.
it was a little bit harder
Mhm.
to get on. So I know there's others like that too that would really appreciate the opportunities, that I can provide now that I'm in a little bit of a better
Absolutely.
situation. And now I can say, hey, I'm already
Right.
booked this date, but I do have other DJs. And
Mhm.
it's been great, man. So, last year I had Nick did some work for me and Cedric, of course. And then this year, Nick
Mhm.
again has been working really well. He's been killing it. And Josh, this guy
Uh-huh.
Josh that I've started
That,
started working with.
Charleston?
Different Josh.
Okay, I was thinking about DJ Sticks in
Yeah,
Charleston.
well,
Okay,
him too.
got
He
you,
did one
got
for
you.
us
That's
a
what's
couple
up, man.
weekends ago. But this another Josh.
Uh
He's worked out so well, and he's been really good. And again, it's just about kind of passing it along and helping him get his foot in the door so he can get more. Because they have the skill to do it. It's just that they don't have the
Yeah,
portfolio. So I think with the opportunities, just
right.
like someone gave to me, I was able to get pictures, get video of myself doing these higher profile
Hmm.
weddings, and use it on their platform. So they've been doing that, and they've been killing it. So I think
Yeah,
on that front, business has been going well so far. Halfway through, I mean, we're pretty much booked all year. We're booked for the whole
yeah,
year, and already got some stuff
yeah. Okay, that's great, man.
for next year and for 26. We're already there.
Yeah,
So just looking forward to the
yeah,
looking
that's great.
forward to the second half of the year. I think my focus is going to be on just cultivating relationships with other partners. Don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Yeah,
So making
you don't,
sure,
because if you drop that basket,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
making sure the
yeah. And
relationships
I
I
saw Rhonda
have.
asking, how long do they? Uh,
What'd you say?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just on
Oh,
the
I was just saying I saw Rhonda. I think she was asking how long do they stay. I think she was talking about the cicadas. I think about 3 to 5 weeks
oh
is what I hear.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure, but hopefully they're about ready to get on
Yeah,
up out of here
we
though.
hope so.
Yeah, it's
What
to
about
take
you,
over.
my man?
Yeah. Man, I have no complaints. Everything has been running smoothly, just having a coke and a smile, you
Hmm.
know. But between the chairman of the board and my outfit, Mellow Groove, man, a lot of opportunities, a lot of gigs. Like I said, things are starting to pick up now. Now that the weather's warming up, a lot the
Hmm.
festivals and things of that
Yeah.
nature. So we've been staying busy. Like I said, last weekend I did 5 jobs, including my church duties.
Hmm.
5 jobs in 4 days, man. In and out of town a little bit. This coming week, we'll be in Raleigh actually on Thursday, and then we're going to the Outer Banks on Saturday. We're doing a show with KC and the Sunshine Band, which I'm
Hey,
super excited about. And if you
yeah,
guys aren't
that's what's
familiar
That's
up.
with
cool.
KC and the Sunshine Band, get down tonight, boogie shoes, do it,
Yeah,
do a little dance. That's the way I like it. All of those. We
yeah.
get our disco on. I might have to bring the butterfly collar out in the platforms on,
Yeah,
on Saturday
do
out
it.
in the Outer Banks. So if
Get the
y'all
ones
if
with
y'all
the
see
fish
me
in
with my outfit on, don't judge me.
them.
I'll just live it in the moment. But man, everything is good, and I've been releasing some solo material since the top of the year. Watching my streams add up a little bit, figuring out how that works. Shout out to Rhonda,
Hmm.
who's always available if I have a question. She'll
Yeah.
check on me. So what I'm just trying to do is be creative with my hip hop music and my solo stuff, man, and just testing the streaming world, seeing how it
Yeah.
works. And you got to be diligent though. You got to make sure you share your material around and
Hmm.
encourage others. Hey, if you like it, add it to your playlist. I saw something on Facebook. Someone sent it to me actually. Might have been yesterday, the day before, but they're like, if you have an extra device, pull up your own playlist and play your own songs
Hmm.
24/7.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
little hack,
That's
little
the
hack. But
that's the streaming
I play them a
farms.
lot though. I don't
That's how
know.
they do it.
I
That's
don't.
how they
I
do
don't
it.
know if I want to play my stuff all day. Yeah,
Just keep
but
it.
but
Just
other
turn the
than that,
volume
man, they
down.
at this midpoint, yeah, just let it run all
Just
night.
let it run.
But yeah, but things have been great, man. Absolutely. So as far as my midpoint of the year, I think I'm right where I would like to be with
Hmm.
everything, with the music, with the show. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys supporting our platform. We
Yeah.
do this collectively as a community. So even I'm satisfied with how this has been going in our third year right now, right?
Yeah.
In our third year, and we've
Absolutely.
had opportunities to speak with some pretty excellent people, man. Some pretty cool people that do some pretty cool things, and I've learned a lot. And the things I've learned don't necessarily have to apply to the industry that I'm involved in, but
Right.
sometimes you just have conversation and get some general tips and tricks.
Hmm.
And it's been very helpful. So far so good for 2024.
Yeah, man.
All is
And
well. All is
another
well.
another good question that I thought of as you were talking about that being, at the almost at the midway
Sure.
point. When I get to my midway point, I have
Hmm.
a little bit of downtime. Like I said, like the month of July is pretty much downtime for me. And in your
Yeah.
downtime, whenever you
Yeah.
have that period
Uh-huh.
of downtime, what are you doing with it? And that's, for all the entrepreneurs, all the everyone out there watching, what do you do when you have
Yeah.
your downtime? Obviously, you might want to take a break, get some vacation in,
Yeah.
whatever, but I think it's also important of how you spend your downtime because I'm actually going to be spending mine. I've already started. Juan says Netflix.
Hmm.
Miss Francis is in the house. Remembered her perfect attendance as well.
Hey, mom.
Thanks for
My
joining
my
us.
mother's here. Yeah, gold stars.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Ernest Priester. He sent my
Yeah.
parents a package of
Oh
fragrances and they
yeah.
arrived yesterday. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Ernest.
Priester1973.com.
Yeah, it's working. I put a comment on one of his posts the other day because that little package he sent me is working.
I
Is
saw
doing the
that.
job. She wasn't following me around like in the
Yeah.
commercial, but she
Yeah, like the
appreciated the
commercial.
scent. She appreciated the scent. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
spending some time during my down period revamping everything. I'm redoing my website. I'm doing a total
Mm.
rebrand, and I've been kind of already doing it, but I'm just gonna
Uh-huh.
unveil it all at one time, so it'll be
Uh-huh.
ready to go pretty much right at the
Hey,
third
okay.
quarter. So
Sounds good.
just spend your downtime
Sounds
relaxing, but
good.
also always working, always working.
Yeah, I end up recording when I have downtime. I end
Yeah,
up listening to
yeah,
beats and recording, man. But it's
exactly.
it's it's, ther- it's therapeutic and
Yeah,
creativity. So, but sometimes I have to make myself not do something.
right, Right.
That's maybe a good problem to have. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is. It
But
is.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Sounds like
It
everything
is.
is lovely.
Everything is lovely, man.
Yeah,
Family's
man.
good.
Yes.
House is good.
Mhm.
Keep the cicadas out. Mosquitoes
Yeah.
around here. We good.
And we got
Yeah.
life, health, and strength. Yeah, and keep the cicadas off of you.
Yeah.
Because I was on the patio, and I'm gonna wrap these cicada tails up here in a second. But when I said they'll land on you, I was on the patio the other day, and I had one land on. I had my locks covered up, so had
Hmm.
one land on me. Didn't even know it till I went back in the house. I was in the bathroom. I think I was getting maybe combing my beard or something. Look, I'm like, oh man, cicada right on my head, right? So I had to walk very walk
Yeah.
very briskly to the front door. Then I
Hmm.
do that whole number.
One of these right
We
here.
got him up out of there. I didn't kill him. Yeah,
Yeah.
like when you walk through the spider webs at night,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's
But
up.
yeah, that concludes my cicada tales for the day.
That's all right. The
Hopefully next
cicada
week I have better
tails.
better news in
Yeah.
that regard.
Next week it's gonna be
Cicada
red
tails,
red
you know what
ants
I'm
and
saying?
mosquitoes.
Yeah, we got some more. It's
Yeah.
gonna be gnat season soon. They go all of them gonna make their rounds. You gotta when you're grilling out, you gotta shut the door real fast.
That's true.
Don't leave that door open.
No.
How
No.
your parents used to tell you, growing up, y'all
Uh
close
huh.
that door. Don't leave that door open. You
You know
know?
what mine used to
Yeah,
say?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know
We're
what
gonna
mine used to
proceed,
say?
ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm sure you heard this
What's that?
before too, but
You try to air
close the
condition
door.
the
You
whole
try to air
neighborhood?
condition the whole neighborhood. Yep. You know it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we
Yo,
gotta
let's
keep
let's
that
check
cool
in
air
with some
in.
people. Let's check in with some folks. We got some people on. It's like an
Let's
old
do
school
it,
radio
man. Who's
show.
who's up first?
We got like an old
I'm
school
gonna
radio
let you
show. We got
produce.
some people on the
I'm
line.
gonna let you.
First up,
Yeah,
we're gonna talk to our guy
call it
James. What's
in.
up, James?
How's it going, fellas?
How
Yeah,
you doing, man?
yeah. What's up?
Hello,
Yeah,
community.
Mr. James F. Masters, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, one
And
of
who's
our
away?
one of our shining stars in the No Shortcuts community.
Yeah.
We're glad to
I
have
love
you
this
join us
community.
today, man. Give a
Thanks for
yeah,
having me here.
give a brief introduction. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say just give our audience a brief introduction of who you are and what you do, and give us some updates what you had going on this year and what you got coming up.
Okay, well, my name is James Masters. I am both a musical and visual artist. Do video
Yeah.
editing, special effects, make animation, also into music production, primarily electronic dance. But speaking of a
Hmm.
release, there's an EP coming out this Friday called Interludes from
Yes, sir.
Outside the Box. It's a
Mm.
series, well, it's 5 songs that I made for potential placement. They didn't get chosen, but I thought they were good songs and I thought I'd release them. Um, they're
Hmm.
different than electronic dance, but they have some electronic overtones here and there. It's more mood music. It's the kind of stuff you can kind of just sit back and be like, okay,
Okay.
that's a nice background. Um, Kind of excited. We got 2 singles that just
Absolutely.
came out this month. Um, First one was the 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Uh, then the second one was on the 10th, and those 2 singles are from an upcoming album coming out on the
Okay.
31st, which is my first full album ever.
Mm.
It's a 10-song album. It's all electronic dance.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's laid out in a way that,
Yes.
it sounds like it's mixed, but it's not. Because each one of the songs, the way I chose it, I wanted to sound
Uh-huh.
like
Like a
mix it. Yeah, yeah. And
little
it
grit and
includes
whatnot in there. Uh-huh.
it includes the song that Jerry titled that I released as a demo, just
Ah.
for people to listen to a while
Hey.
back, but it has a clean version. Like there's songs that were I've done and released as demos, but this is all cleaned up version. It all has nice equal
Yeah.
mastered feeling to it. That one's called Journey of the Mind and Soul, and it's got a reflection of a lot of
Hmm.
electronic music I've listened to over the
Hmm.
years, going back to old school stuff,
Absolutely.
with even influences of like Steely Dan. I mean, there's a lot of influence on from
Mm.
this, and I thought that it would be apropos for the first
That's
album I
great.
do to show what my influences are in some capacity. I wanted to pay homage to what got me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited. And
Mm-hmm.
there's something else that came up. It's got to deal with the legal stuff. We've got talking to somebody about a collaboration, which for an electronic
Oh,
dance.
okay.
Yeah, so that's the first one I've done. So I'm
Wow.
kind of excited
Pretty.
about that. We have a similar style.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're talking about it. Just got the legal
Nice.
stuff. Got to deal with that before I go too far into it. But yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah. It's all
It's
right.
exciting.
I'll
So
tell them right now. James Masters
Okay. So
and
you got
Diplo coming up.
a big announcement. Diplo. Hey.
There's a few things happening. Just really just
Yeah.
this month. Just since this month. So
Cool. So where will we be able to get the
Yeah.
product
So
on
you have a
Friday?
everywhere the major streaming.
Sweet.
Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, anywhere.
Awesome.
TikTok, their music catalog. Pretty much any of the
everywhere.
major ones. Again, the only one I don't have it going to is Beatport, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, it was when I released it. I'm like, yeah, it was gonna cost me a little extra. I'm like, yeah, I got to save that money right now. So it's on like 24 other major platforms.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not really too upset about it, and
Yeah.
it's all
All right.
registered with ASCAP already. So, I've already got that stuff taken care of.
Nice. Got your business together.
I want to see that money coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And yeah, gotta see those residuals on the back end, So give us the title, give us the name of your project one more time, James. I'm gonna type it in.
Okay, under my name,
comments.
the EP coming out this Friday, which is the 24th of May. That is called Interludes from Outside the Box. It's just a 5-song EP.
Interludes from outside. Okay. Interludes.
Yeah, because it's
from
outside the box of what I
box.
normally would make.
I'm gonna put it in the
Yeah.
comments. Yeah, that's great, man. And the one I titled was called "Don't Wake Me."
Yeah,
Was that
Me
the
is
one
on the
that
full
I
album.
named that time? Is
Yeah, it's the 4th song
the
on the
full
full album.
album?
It comes out on May 31st, and that's called Journey
Okay.
of the Mind and Soul.
Nice.
Sweet. That's
And
awesome,
I'm
man.
gonna put this shit in there too. Journey
you.
of the Mind and Soul. Hey, and what inspired the title? Journey of the Mind and Soul.
Well,
Is it kind of self-explanatory?
kind of. There's a lot of things. I mean, some of y'all have seen, like, personal journeys that my family and I have been going through. So there's a lot of that's in there, because to me, music, and I've said it on the show before when you guys have me, that it's a form of therapy. If it wasn't for music, I'm not going to
Yeah. Oh,
lie.
for sure.
I mean, I don't know how a lot of things would be processed, in my life, but music has been a healing process.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
watching you guys and coming to the show and watching it and seeing
Mhm.
everybody, just listening to everybody's stories is therapeutic. Music in general, everybody.
Yeah.
Rhonda,
We appreciate
she's like, she's been a kind of an anchor in the background. And I don't really talk to a lot of people a lot, and it's
Yeah.
not I don't like people. It's just a lot of stuff I've been through over the years. I'm trying to get back to letting myself feel comfortable, and that's been part of finding myself into the right niches, the right group of people, that right tribe.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I come here, because it's a good group of
Absolutely.
people,
Yeah.
a lot of good creative energies, and that's why I love the HIMA
Yeah.
last
We
year, because
appreciate
it was
you,
nothing
man.
but artists, and everybody had a good vibe. Everybody was,
Yes.
it was those are the energies you want to be around if you're creating,
Absolutely.
So yeah, and it's therapeutic. So that
Absolutely.
therapy, making the mind and soul feel better about a lot of things. And it's also a reflective, like I said, it's a reflection of where it's come from musically, going from listening to old Motown 45s to the records my dad was playing, like Queen and Steely Dan. I mean, I remember when he got News of the World, and it was that double wide open up, the giant robot inside of the cave, grabbing inside the cave,
Yeah.
It was beautiful. That artwork inspired me to be an artist too.
Yes,
visually.
sir.
Okay. So all of it, all those old
Yeah.
school things,
Yeah.
so all of that,
Uh-huh.
all the way up to now in modern times and everything. It's a journey of the mind and soul,
That's awesome, man. That is
Yeah,
awesome. That's
man,
great to hear,
wonderful.
James.
That's wonderful. And I just wanted to add on, music being involved in music and the community that we have built here is it, like you said, man, it's great for creative energy, and helps you kind of find your tribe, even though some of us may be a certain distance apart, but there's still family within that. And and even like with your music, I was able to throw you a title that came to mind. So we're all one big family here, man. And but we just want to say we appreciate you, for your contributions and your
Hmm.
support along the way,
Thank you.
to
I
our
appreciate
community for
everybody
sure.
here, you guys and everybody here. It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, and
Hmm.
then, who you're playing with too. I mean, just everybody you guys have like worked with as well. I mean, it's a deep dive into music.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. It's
It
beautiful.
is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. And you can always and there's always more to learn and more, and influences and things like that. And that's the beauty of being able to create music outside of just hearing music, because we all are influenced by the things that we like. And sometimes when we're creating something, it just you can't it just naturally comes out, those influences and stuff like that, man. So awesome. So once again, that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's James. Is the F Masters that's on James F Masters as far as looking
Yes.
searching you
Yeah.
on Spotify and all of that as well? When they want to
Yes.
look,
Thank
okay, so that's James F Masters, ladies
Hmm.
and gentlemen. Two projects. We got Interludes from Outside the Box and
Yep.
Journey of the Mind and Soul. And all of that is going to be released here really, really, really soon. So y'all make sure y'all go support,
you.
download it,
Okay.
stream it.
Please
If
enjoy.
you have friends that are musicians and artists, ladies and gentlemen, stream their music and share it
Yes.
so we
We're
can
gonna
get
set up
paid.
a we're gonna set up a streaming farm, and we're gonna put it on mute and just let it run all night long. That's how Drake does it. Just let it run all night long
Yeah.
with the volume
Yeah.
down, and then get those streams up.
Yes.
Get those streams up.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's what's up.
Absolutely, absolutely, James. We appreciate you, man. We
Thanks for
we, we
checking
don't
in
want
with
to
us,
cut it
brother.
short, but we got a couple of more folks we want to get on here. Hey, and good luck with everything, man. As you continue to do what you do in the visual and audio arts, man. We
Yeah.
wish you much success. Thank you for joining us for a few
Thank
moments
you,
today.
gentlemen. Thank you for
Thanks,
having me
James.
on.
All right, brother. Take care.
Yes,
Get
sir.
that EP
Don't
this
go nowhere now.
Friday.
Just hang out with us.
Yeah. Oh, he's still watching. You know that.
Get that EP and that full length project. Yes,
For
sir. Yes, sir.
sure.
Okay, famous. I'm letting you produce. Who's up next?
What's up? What's my man? We went
Whoa,
to the
We'll
look at
do.
same.
that.
We went to
We'll
the
do.
same barber today.
Yeah, look at
Hey,
that. So,
we
so, so let's get this
it's
out of the
it's
way. So,
baby
yeah, yeah.
it's baby
So,
face.
look at
Hey, I
that.
didn't know we have a baby face on today.
You know, you,
I
you,
love
you
I
you knew
love
you
your
had a special
music.
guest star. You know, I lost a tan, but I'm still the same man.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, you got the yeah,
We're on
you
the
ready
same.
for
I
the
had a
summer, man. You ready for
Me
the
and Juan
summer,
on the
ladies and
same hair
gentlemen. This
club.
is
We on the same hair
go
club.
ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah. Hey, it's all good, man. You gotta, as they say, come on home. Come on home.
you
But go
gotta
ahead,
get the
Juan. I
summer beard
digress.
going on.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the community.
Oh man!
This
Well,
guy,
thanks for
hey,
having me
listen,
on, guys.
if all else fails, he could be a comedian. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and introduce
Hey,
yourself, man,
back
and,
up, John.
and tell the audience a little bit about your business and whatnot.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Juan
Go ahead,
Velasquez,
bro.
cruise planners, the travel people, travel advisor. Been doing that for almost 3 years, guys. Going on 3 years since I purchased the business. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. And then obviously now I can add podcaster to my
Yeah.
resume. How about that?
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
just
That's awesome, man.
one of those things that evolved, and you were talking about goals and checking on goals
Hmm.
and revisiting those things, and I was really adamant about getting on a podcast and doing a podcast, and luckily I landed with
Hmm.
Travis, and he was like, hey,
Yeah.
let's do it. And he's
Hmm.
been great. He's been
Yeah.
getting the baby face going.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But
Absolutely, man. You got to do
we've
that from
been
time to time.
Hmm.
we got really lucky. The first episode, we had a really good guest, Tracy Aldridge from Virgin Voyages,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just such a talented man.
Yes.
He's been in the industry for more than 30 years. So it was an easy conversation. He and I know each
Mm-hmm.
other outside
Yeah.
of the travel world. And he was a local boy, so it was easy to get him
Great.
to talk about that product and et cetera. But, coming into this midway point, I think one of the challenges is going to be um, continuing this process. How committed am I going to truly be?
Uh-huh.
Do I become complacent? A lot of us become complacent in
Yeah.
our processes, and we think that we reach that goal and it's the end. But
Mm-hmm.
yet, we should be uncovering that there's so much more that we can evolve and pivot to with our businesses. And, I'll give you for instance, I
Yes.
was over celebrating the boss lady's birthday yesterday at Napa.
Hey.
Hey, happy birthday to the boss
Mm-hmm.
lady.
Shout out to her.
Um,
I think she's in the comments.
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
birthday. Mm-hmm.
So, mind you, you want to hear a cicada story? I'll tell you one real quick. But let me tell you about Napa, and it's no
Okay.
plug
Okay.
for them, but it's just real
All right.
simple. It's real simple stuff. You went eat at this incredible restaurant in Kingsley Plaza in Fort Mill, and I always order the same thing, a duck.
Mm-hmm.
The duck on the menu is fantastic. It's world class, but there was a little different taste. And
Mm.
the server came over to me. She goes, "How do you like the
Okay.
new menu?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, the menu's the same." She was like, "Not really. We've tweaked it. We've pivoted."
Mm.
Because they understood there's a
Mm.
certain level of time that you have to pivot
Okay.
things. You can keep it the same, but you have to add a different flavor. And for us as entrepreneurs, we got to do that the same thing.
Mm. Shake things up.
People, I had a cat come out to me today and reach out and say, "Hey, you only do cruises." And I'm like, "Oh, God, again."
Yeah, right.
you know,
Yeah.
but, it's one of those things that
Yeah.
that's the next step for me. I need to now pivot and make people understand, yeah, Cruise
Mm-hmm.
Planners is our name. It's a fantastic name. We've been around for 30 years, but we also sell land vacations. In
Yes.
fact, we have
Mhm.
advisors like myself that sell more
Mm-hmm.
land packages than cruises.
Mhm.
So the idea now is start
Mm.
branding myself.
Okay.
It's like Burger King, right? You can get a chicken sandwich over there. Hey, plug for Burger King,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm just
man.
saying, Burger King and Sonic are
Have
right
it your
next to each
way.
other down in Rock Hill, the thrill. So,
Or Sonic, yeah.
but it's like
Indeed.
people tend to think of a name as the defining element of the business,
Right.
and and that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. We've been accustomed to that through marketing, right? You hear the name American Airlines, you
Right.
think, well, it's an American-based company and they do air, right? But they do so much more. They do resorts,
Mm-hmm.
they do tours. And you're like,
Mhm.
Mm.
wait a minute, Juan, what do you mean you can rent a car through American Airlines vacations? Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
that's the
Mm-hmm.
power of
Absolutely.
branding, and I think that's the next level now, using the podcast as a platform to rebrand the business and introduce people again to who I
Very
am
nice.
and what I do. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. But you
Mm-hmm.
want to hear a cicada story? I got a cicada
Yeah.
story for
Yeah,
you. I
man.
got a
That's
cicada
awesome.
story for you. I got a cicada
Yeah,
story
yeah,
for
sure.
you. So the boss lady's not gonna be too
Rhonda,
happy
get
about
ready.
Mhm.
this. So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
we go to the same gym, Anytime Fitness in Fort Mill, and they're just all over the place. These things are
Mhm.
just crazy. So she's
Man.
walking back to the car, and she doesn't want to
Mm-hmm.
kill this thing. It's just like chilling on the floor. It's just, hey, I'm having a good day. I just did what I had to do. I'm living life, my 7-day
Yeah.
cycle. I'm good. So she gets in the
Mm-hmm.
car. She leaves the door open just slightly, and that sucker went right in. He was
Mm.
like, "I'm going for a ride."
That's all they need. That's all they need. Yeah. Yeah.
so
It's
so the rest
crazy,
is for
man.
her to
Yeah.
tell, man. But they're everywhere,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So
Yeah.
Juan, I
And
know
that
you
just
mentioned.
reminded me real quick. Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say that reminded me Sunday. I was coming from church from the country in McConnell's. Had my window cracked probably about that much. Let me go this way, about that much. And one right in. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
They saw that
but go
opening.
ahead.
They
Famous,
saw
ask your
that
question.
opening. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's cool. We working through it. We work a little. It's a little off with the sound, but we working through it.
we're
Um,
working through it.
I just thought that was really
Yeah,
important what
yeah,
you were
working
saying
through it.
about not being complacent and for other business owners, you're doing well, you're succeeding, but don't just sit on that. Don't just live off of that and just
yeah,
keep going with it.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
still finding more
Hmm.
ways to, like you said, with rebranding and that, like what I mentioned earlier. What I'm going to be doing is a little
Hmm.
slight rebrand and
Right,
kind of keeping it fresh. Like they kept that duck. They put a little
right.
bit of extra twang on it to,
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
that you weren't expecting for the people who
yeah,
like you.
yeah,
You
Right.
have that duck all
put
the time, but this time it was a little
yeah,
bit different. You know?
They got rid of
put
Howard the Duck and
put
they
that
brought
put
in
that
Donald Duck.
coriander on there.
Yeah. James
But I want to
James
give a
says you
quick
were the
Yeah,
plug
yeah,
to
yeah.
want to
hold
give
on.
a
James
quick
says
plug
you were
to
the cicada Uber, and
Cicada
boss
Uber.
lady
I saw that.
boss lady said that she had to kill
Yeah,
it. She had to
he
kill
didn't
the
pay.
cicada. Yeah. Don't be sorry.
Yeah,
Don't be sorry.
I think he died when he got in. When I stopped at the gas station to get him out my vehicle, he was
Yeah.
already dead. So I
He's
just
already
got a
gone.
napkin and picked him up and tossed him. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
you
Cicada
crushed that
tails.
napkin.
Go ahead, Juan. We get Rhonda up in a minute.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
so
no, I
real
just
quick,
was he was dead. The impact.
poor guys, man. We're all gonna get in trouble for this cicada
Yeah,
story nonsense.
yeah,
So real quick,
yeah.
we
We're gonna get a
do
call. We're
have
gonna
new
get a call
stuff.
from someone.
We do have new stuff coming up. The second half of the year. One of the other things that we're working on is partnerships, and um, famous. You mentioned
Mm,
partnerships
Hmm.
are essential and something that you're doing. So we communicated and we made connection with Muddy River Distillery. They're a
Hmm.
Carolina rum company, and you're like, well, Juan, what does that have to do with travel? A lot. You get on any cruise ship, you're going to the
mm,
Caribbean,
mm,
you're getting some rum.
Hmm.
Right? So
mm,
these folk, their dream
mm.
is
Yeah, it's
to
gonna be
open up a distillery in the islands somewhere. So my perspective on this is why not
nice.
start small and get on a cruise ship or cruise line or a
Hmm.
resort?
Hmm.
So maybe I could be that avenue
Yeah.
of connection. But we're going to have them as a guest on the
Hmm.
Travel People podcast. So we're still working out the details
Okay.
uh, to be there live at the distillery. And it's going to be a fun show. We're going to talk about
Nice.
rum and rum stories.
Hmm.
Some drunken, some not.
Hmm.
But I think it's a good
Hmm.
way for
That's what
me
rum that's
to.
what rum does.
But I think it's a good way for me to pivot and show individuals that travel should be about an adventure, a story that you tell for generations to come. And at least that's how we travel. My wife
Hmm.
and I, the boss lady and I, with our son, we think
Hmm.
about what's the story going to be written like? How is it going to be shared? So that's where we're
Yeah.
at, guys. I'm really appreciative. Thanks for bringing me on again for
Yeah.
the
Yes,
millionth
sir.
time.
For
Yeah.
sure,
You got to
man.
give them your contact. Give them your contact
Yes, yes,
information.
yes, yes,
Got to
yes.
leave that
So,
contact info.
we can't leave the show without throwing down the number too. So 803-280-4727
Hmm.
is the number to call to reach me for all your travel needs. And then you can also go online,
Yeah.
www.thetravelpeople.co. And from there you can visit um, just about any product, whether it's a resort cruise, tour, transfer company. We do it all. So you'll be able to find it there, get a quote there, or
Hmm.
reach
Yeah.
out and make an appointment there, or watch the podcast from there.
Yeah.
So we have it all locked in, all in one
Yeah.
little place.
All
And
right there.
I got one more for you. You can download our app. We got an app.
Hey, there's an app for that.
Hey, hey, we got an
Oh, you
app.
have an app. Okay. We got to
So
hit the applause
download.
for that, famous. Got to hit the applause for it.
There's an app for that. There's an app. I love
There's
it.
an app for that. So make sure you download the Cruise Planners app, and it's real simple to use. When you put
Hmm.
it in, you put in hopefully 29715, which is where I live. or you can put my lovely name, Juan Velasquez, and click me
Uh-huh.
as your advisor, and I'll be there on the other side of the app, not in the app.
Yeah. Look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder. You
That's
know,
what's up,
thank you,
Juan.
man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Plug
Thank
your
you so much for
podcast one more
all that
time,
you
Juan.
do.
Yep. So the Travel People podcast is available right now on anywhere you can get your podcast going. Apple, Spotify. We're on YouTube. You can hopefully follow, like, and share on Instagram and Facebook, just
I'm
as it sounds, the
subscribed.
Travel People podcast. And of course, your boy Travis there is our producer. So
Hey,
please give us some props. Visit us,
Yeah,
comment, talk,
please.
share. Just do it. Do it. I expect it, actually. You
absolutely.
know what? We expect it. We a
That's
hundred
Yeah.
right.
a hundred likes today.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. And if you guys are taking a vacation this summer, ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy you need to get in touch with. He'll take real good care of you. Very good care of you. Yes,
That's
sir.
Preferably
Yes,
on, on,
sir.
on short
And thank you
trips, but
again,
yeah.
Juan. We have
Thank you,
short
Go
Juan.
ahead.
trips. Indeed. Yeah. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you. And,
guys.
and
Thank
real
you.
quick, I'm
Thank you
gonna give
so
my
much.
dad a shout out. My dad is yes, sir. Yes, sir. Giving my dad a quick shout out. The bishop is here. Shout out to Mr. Ernest Priester. We were just talking about
Yes.
you, Ernie. I was telling telling our audience that my parents got the package at their house. Famous was giving you compliments on your fragrances and everything
Yeah.
like that. Shout out to my cousin Katina Gillespie Bridges
Hey,
joining us today also, and we have one more
thanks for
meet and greet
joining
for you
us.
guys. Is she ready,
Yeah,
Famous?
she is ready. There she is. Hey, Rhonda.
Hello,
She
all.
is ready. It's the queen. Hey,
How y'all
Rhonda, Miss
doing
Rhonda
today?
Vidikian, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for. We are great. We are great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, getting grossed out by the
You doing
cicada
okay as well?
stories, but I love the rum
Yeah, yeah,
stories.
yeah, yeah. You don't. I suppose you. Yeah. I got you. You don't have cicadas where you are, I suppose.
Nope, not in Florida that I know of. We haven't yet,
Ah,
and
Mhm.
definitely not in California.
okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
Okay. Well,
which
you're not
location are you
missing
joining
anything.
us
They're
from
more
today?
annoying than
Today I'm in
anything.
Florida.
In Florida. Wow. Well, thank you for joining us, Rhonda. What's been new with you?
Well, getting ready for
Bi-coastal.
that tour
Well, first you
season.
got to tell us. You got to tell us who. I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say first. Tell us what it is that you do and your positioning with your company. Have I forget? I might say it wrong. Is it Heavy Harmony?
That's it. So basically,
Okay. Yeah. So I'll
I
let you
do
give a little background.
Okay, I do consulting. I do clearances of music. Like right now, do you know who Harry O is?
Mm-hmm.
Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm working on a movie
Harry
that
O.
he's
Okay.
doing.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Camp Joy, clearing all the songs for that. Of course,
Wow.
my guys, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Uh
They
huh.
left today for tour. They're going out with
Yes.
Lionel Richie. They're on their way to
I saw.
um, where Fort Knox, somewhere. Knoxville.
Is
That's where
that
they're
right?
going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll look while you. Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yep, they're on their way there now. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
hopefully I'm going to hook up with them this weekend in Atlanta on their days off.
Mm-hmm.
And I
That'll
manage
be
Ralph,
that'll be
of
fun.
course. I do a lot of consulting
Uh
for
huh. Shout
different
out to Ralph. We got
clients.
to get him on it.
I will mention that
Mm-hmm.
to him. I'm
Yeah.
sure he'd be happy to do that. Um,
Indeed.
Working
Cool
with a
deal.
group from the Philippines, a hard rock group called Rockin' Like Thunder. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I work with Kane
I
Roberts
bet.
who was Alice Cooper's guitarist for years. And Kane's got new music. And I've got a couple
Uh
of
huh.
country artists now, one of whom I'm actually helping with lyrics. So it's all good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, are you writing? You're writing some lyrics too, Rhonda?
A little bit. just
Okay, watch
tweaking
out
stuff.
now. Watch out. Oh, that's wonderful.
So,
Yeah, that's
Rhonda,
wonderful. Wow,
I
so you're
have a
busy.
question.
Get
I have a legal kind of question, just in the area of current events, right? With all that stuff that was happening with Drake and Kendrick Lamar, would they have been? Is
oh
there truth
oh
to the
my.
fact that they were able to legally have him take that AI generated Tupac and Snoop Dogg
Oh, the
voice off
Tupac.
of that song?
Oh.
Like, is there
I'm
legal
sorry, what's,
precedent? So Drake made a song, and
yeah,
it was an AI version of Tupac and Snoop Dogg in the song. Is there
right.
like a legal
Tupac and Snoop.
precedent for them for like the Tupac estate to be able to say, "Hey, get that out of here"?
Well, I think so. I mean, it's his likeness and, his voice and
It sounded
everything.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
like him. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
So, we're going to have to see where all this AI stuff falls out. It's
Right.
really in its baby steps.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
tricky.
And there are some really good things
Mm-hmm.
with it, and there are some really frightening things.
Yeah.
One of which is scams.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
use it to scam other people, which is horrible.
Mm.
And, so you have to be really, really
Mm-hmm.
careful about that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I didn't know if they were just goofing around
Yeah.
or what when they said that legally he had to like the estate made him pressured him into taking their
Yeah.
voice. His It was Drake
He had
rapping,
to take
but
it down
just
though, right?
with the Tupac
yeah,
voice on. Yeah,
as far as
Yeah, and
I
he took
know,
it down.
yes.
I
yeah,
think
Yeah.
I think Yeah, so I think the song itself is still up, but the AI of Tupac and the
hmm,
AI of Snoop isn't included on it
got it.
anymore, if I'm not mistaken. But that was pretty interesting. Rhonda and I were chatting back and forth about the about that beef a few weeks ago. Very interesting stuff, though. But the cool thing I noticed, not only did they drop a bunch of music at in a short period of time, but all of the music went right to streaming, and a few of
Right.
those songs between the two of them, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 songs were in the top 10 for a week or two. So I guess it was healthy competition. Hopefully,
Hmm.
Rhonda, we know how
Well,
you feel.
Drake's not my favorite. So,
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
but I was
Yeah.
telling
I
you
thought it.
back in the day,
Go ahead.
my boyfriend's son was Everlast from House of Pain, and he had this big thing with Eminem going
Hmm.
on, which
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
was,
remember
you
that.
know,
Mm-hmm.
so
So you were in the middle of the
Yeah.
Everlast
And
Eminem
Rhonda was
beef.
sharing.
yeah,
She was right in the
his
middle.
father was walking around the house cursing Eminem.
Oh gosh.
I told Rhonda she's gonna have to write a book very
Hmm.
very soon, because ladies and gentlemen, her career started during the early Motown days, and she's been in the business for many years, and she's seen a lot, been a lot of places. So it would be lovely if we could read a book from you one day, just kind of
Hmm.
on the behind the scenes and kind of being a fly on the wall
Some
and
people might
clearing
get
these
mad.
samples and the stories associated with some of these songs. Oh well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sure you'll do it tastefully. That
I'll
would be
tell you,
great,
Ralph
though.
and I one night were over at a very well known person's home, and he found out
Hmm.
that we had another connection besides the old Motown days, and told me that he had been
Uh
really
huh.
in love with the wife of one of my clients.
Oh
And it was
gosh.
hilarious, you know.
Yeah,
You just never
yeah.
know
I
who
can
you're
That's a
talking
story I
imagine.
to.
need to
I
tell
can
in the book.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's for the book. That's for the book.
Yeah.
Soon to come, hopefully. Maybe in a year or two. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but I'm definitely gonna purchase it when you once you get around to it. I would definitely like to get that. We're just gonna
Actually,
speak it into
Ralph
the
has just
atmosphere and see
written a
what
book
happens.
that we're talking a
Oh, he
couple
does.
publishers about.
Oh,
Yep. It's called Notes from an Ascended Being,
uh-huh.
and
Okay.
it's about his life, and because he's a real Renaissance man. I mean, this guy flies planes, he scuba
Oh,
dives, he's
absolutely.
a black belt in a
Yes.
couple of different
Collects
martial arts.
coins. Yeah, he does so much.
He
Yeah,
does, and he knows so much. My friend's brother, who is a
he
doctor,
does.
was over his house and was over my
Hmm.
friend's house, and we called Ralph because this guy, in addition to being a doctor, he raises all kinds of mushrooms, and I didn't
Mm.
know, but Ralph knows all about mushrooms, and because he's into
All the
vitamins
yeah.
and great
Yeah.
herbal,
Oh yeah. Veggies and wine and yes. Yes.
absolutely. And
Absolutely.
so Ralph came right over to the house and starts talking. He knew so much. It's like he's just so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. Yes. I
And of
remember
course,
when we had him
Shelley
on
and
his episode on That's My Story. Hmm.
right,
I just was gonna say his episode on That's My Story lasted over 3 hours that time.
I
Hmm.
remember. And of
That's a lot to
course,
talk about.
you have
Yeah.
Honeycomb going to
So much
below
knowledge.
54, in New York. They're going to be playing in New York.
Hmm.
And, that's
Oh,
the old Studio
okay.
54 club. It's
Mhm.
downstairs from that. And
Yes.
Honeycomb will be
Uh-huh.
there. They're doing a few things back
Okay.
east.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. I saw Wendy. Wendy came to see us when we played in Virginia Beach. Not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. Her and Rome popped up on us, so that was
nice.
cool to see them. It was chilly outside. They didn't stay the whole time. But yeah, we got a chance to see them for a little bit. So shout out to the Earth, Wind, and Fire family, the Honeycomb family, all
Always.
of our extended family here at No Shortcuts. Now, would you like to leave your contact information if
It's
anybody wants to
just
check out
at
your website
Rhonda
or get in
Badikian
contact with you about anything?
on Instagram and TikTok. It's at Rhonda Badikian. I'm on
Hmm.
Facebook just with my name, and
Hmm.
Heavy Harmony
Mm-hmm.
Music's on Facebook. So
Yeah. Reach out to Rhonda and she will tell
Fair
you
enough.
behind the
Fair
scenes how
enough.
she
And we
feels
want
about
to
Drake.
yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And Rhonda, before we let you go, we want to thank you so much for just being a
Yeah.
part of our community. I can't say enough how much of a pleasure it is to have you here with us. Just considering the wealth of knowledge and experience that you have had in the music industry, I
Hmm.
I, I count it nothing but a joy to have you here with us.
thank you so much. I love you guys, and
Thank you,
Juan
Rhonda.
and James.
Yeah.
Love you too,
You
and
all
Juan
take
and
care.
James.
And
Yes,
James and
yes. All
Juan and
right. Well, thank
everybody.
you again. Yeah, we'll see you soon.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Rhonda.
I
Take
guess
care.
Fame, we're
Thanks for
gonna
checking
close it
in.
out. Oh, shout out to thank you, Rhonda. LA Lim. LA Lim is in the house
What
from
up,
the
Lim?
LA Lim show. Big shouts to him. Hey, you couldn't play that track on the ride out, could you? That I sent, or
I
is
can't.
is
Yeah, I
unfetchable?
can't get to it at this point.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great episode. We had so much fun catching up with a few of our shining stars in our No Shortcuts community. Y'all make sure to follow Mr. James F. Masters. Be on the
Yeah.
lookout for his new music that's
This
coming. Make
Friday.
sure you
This
add it
Friday.
to your
EP.
playlist. Stream that. Yeah, this Friday. EP, man. More music coming. Shout out to Crystal Stewart. I see you just joining us. She's a big supporter of the chairman of the board. Thank you for joining. Who else is here? Did we shout out everybody?
I think we did.
Hey, you see what Liv said? You said bring Rhonda Badikia back on right now. You got to catch it in the replay, Liv.
Yeah, man. Check the replay.
Hey, and
It'll
y'all be sure to
on the
tune in
YouTube.
to Lim's show. Yeah, and Lim has his radio show, ladies and gentlemen, every Sunday. Lim, you want to drop the link in before we get out of here? I think if I'm not mistaken, it's www.daviradio.com. I've heard it so much, Lim. I think I'm calling it from memory correctly.
There it is. I got it on the screen. He's actually watching, so I can put his
DAVI
comment on the
Radio,
screen.
yeah, LA.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, and big shout out to him. Big shout out to Lim playing my music out on the West Coast. I appreciate you. I got more to send you too soon, Lim. Yeah, man, it's been fun. We had a great time. Shout out to Juan Velasquez and the boss lady was here today. And again, shout out to Rhonda for coming and hanging out with us. And thank you all for breaking a little bread during lunch. Yeah,
Okay.
Ernest Priester. That's Priester1973.com if you want some fragrances, some perfumes, colognes, and what have you. And all I want to say before we get out of here is the chairman of the board will be in Raleigh, North Carolina on Thursday at North Hills, big festival there. My
Mm-hmm.
cousin Katina. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Much love to my family. We'll be in North Hills in Raleigh. Showtime 6 p.m. Then you can catch us Saturday in Manteo, North Carolina at the Outer Banks. We're doing a show with Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
epic. I'm excited. All of that's on my page, ladies and gentlemen. Then my stories, and thank y'all so much. Fame, you gonna close us out?
Yeah, man, I don't have much. I just we got a wedding this Saturday in Monroe, North Carolina. It's a private thing, but you can crash it if you like. Camellia Gardens. I'll take wedding
Hey.
crashers. But soon, we are working on a situation with shout out to Chef Shonali at Corks Cooks and Books. We're working on something that we should be able
Hey.
to talk about very soon.
Okay.
We should
Oh,
probably
where
be up there on
you'll
a.
be
It might be
entertaining
going.
there. You'll be entertaining
Yeah,
there
I
soon.
think I think it might be going down on a
On a
Tuesday
what
at
night
some
you
point.
looking at? Any
We don't
idea?
know yet. Yeah, we haven't got that far yet, but it's
Tuesday.
yeah,
Oh,
we haven't got that
all
far
right,
yet.
all
But
right.
we'll be
Shout out to
talking
her.
about it
We were
soon. So
just
shout
there,
out to her.
Brandon and I. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to her. Brandon and I were there this past Thursday. Yeah, nice establishment there, man. It's quaint, but good
Yeah,
food, good atmosphere. Shout out to Shanali and Mindy over there at Corks Cooks and Books. Say that 3 times
I
fast.
won't. Course cooks. No, I can't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
can't
ladies
do
and
it.
gentlemen. Nah, wait, you ain't gonna do it.
No.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, one final time, we thank you guys for joining us today. Shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube, shout out to Twitch, shout out to Apple Music, shout out to Spotify. Do us a favor, share this on your home page, on your news feed, or send it directly to a few other people who you think may benefit from hearing this program today. And also, don't forget, you can invite your own friends over to our No Shortcuts to community where we're
Mm-hmm.
building
Please
a
do.
sense of trying to have a sense of community with different where what industry you may be involved in, whatever your gift and passion may happen to be. Let's network, let's do some things together, but and so we're going to say until next Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday 12 p.m. God bless you all. Have a good rest of the week. Thank you all
Peace.
so much. We're out of here.
Later.